Okay, good day, sir, Mr. Tony Elumelu. How are you doing? Sir, what's your take on the World Economic Forum taking place in Rwanda 2016?
It's good for Africa that we are able to attract the world to our continent, so that the world will see that what they read in the press or what they watch on the news is quite contrary to what's on ground. People have been here for a couple of days now and they have seen that Africa is indeed hospitable, safe, and a good place to be. That helps to attract investment. I accepted the role of co-chairmanship of this WEF, the World Economic Forum for Africa, because of this kind of opportunity to help attract private capital into Africa, to help mobilize African business leaders to see opportunities beyond their borders, to help mainstream the issue of job creation for our youth, and most importantly, to help create economic empowerment for our people. I've always said that if we're not careful in Africa, today's demographic boom will become a demographic doom.
Why is this so?
Demographic boom today because it's good to have an expanded market.
Okay.
It's good to have huge population. It's good to have young workforce. But it becomes demographic doom if you have so much energy and you not be utilized. If you have these young people and they come out of school, they're not economically active or engaged, then they can channel their energies into unproductive activities, and that will become a major challenge. You either see in future an Africa that is truly economically transformed, or an Africa that becomes a bed or a center of extremism if we do not today plan how to engage today's demographic boom.
Okay, sir. To the next question, what is the Tony Elumelu Foundation Entrepreneurship Program all about, and why the interest in agriculture?
The Tony Elumelu Entrepreneurship Program is my own way of giving back to Africa. I was born in Africa, bred in Africa, schooled in Africa, worked in Africa, and made some fortune in Africa. And when I look back to the next phase, I look back to the next phase of my life, all about legacy. How do I want to be remembered? Not to be remembered by the billions I have in bank account, to be remembered by how I've been able to impact on our people, how I've been able to play my own role in my lifetime in improving the African narrative, how I've been able to help to create a solid foundation that will yield economic prosperity for our people, that will make our people become self-reliant, that will make our people become fishermen rather than fish eaters. So that was what led me to setting aside the sum of $100 million US dollars for the economic empowerment of our youth. And because I'm concerned, as I said before, that if we do not manage the economic demographic boom of today, it can't easily turn to a demographic doom. I felt I should do something this way. That is the whole essence of the Tony Elumelu Entrepreneurship Program that my foundation launched. It is a program that is designed to identify 10,000 Africans over a period of 10 years and give them $10,000 each, which comes to $100 million in 10 years. So that's $10 million every year. And we give them $5,000 first. We train them for 12 weeks. And they pass out. We appoint mentors for them. And as they prove their business concept we decide when to give them second $5,000. So far, it's been wonderful.
Have there been successes?
Yeah, success is a long-term journey in this space because we are creating, building entrepreneurs. All the results we are getting so far, I feel very encouraging, very, very, very encouraging. So I am I'm much more confident about the future of Africa as I interact with these young people now than ever before.
Okay. So to the next question, what's your take from an African perspective on the fourth industrial revolution, and do we in Africa have any role to play in it?
The fourth industrial revolution, the digital revolution, so to speak, is upon us. And we must make sure that we're not left out or we're left behind. Okay. So we need, from my experience, the 28 million entrepreneurs that we have, a couple of them are in this are people who are in ICT space. And digital transformation is all about helping us to become more efficient, more effective in what we do. Do we need that in Africa? Yes, we need plenty of it. We can be a lot more organized and effective and efficient in how we deliver, how we do things, and even how we harness our natural resources. But we should keep in view that it's a means to an end. The end is to create economic prosperity. The end is to economically empower people. The end is to have an inclusive growth. The end is to engage our women economically and actively. So digital transformation is one of the ways for achieving this. So it's not on its own the only way to achieve this.
Just one of the ways. Okay, so to the final question, what's the unleashing of Africa's agricultural entrepreneurs about?
Yeah, okay, so the interest in agriculture is that agriculture is very important to us as Africans. It's a major contributor to our GDP. Over 40% of Africa's GDP is accounted for by agriculture. Agriculture is huge. Agriculture is the biggest supplier of labor on the continent. And so for me, you can't be thinking of how to transform Africa without thinking of how to fix agriculture. That is why I decided that we should give a lot more attention to young Africans in that space. And it's quite exciting to me to know that, see that young Africans are interested in choosing agriculture as a profession. The 28 million entrepreneurs, the first batch and second batch, these batches have over 30% of our people in agriculture. So, which is good. That means our young ones are interested in agriculture.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.